As much as I like lists and schedules and being on task and getting things done and staying on track, there are days when we just can't do it. We had a day like that yesterday. I had something to do in the morning, so we got a little bit off track. My older son mows lawns. So he had some lawns to mow because it's been raining for a few days. So he got off track with school because he was doing that. It was a beautiful day. I just let him go. I really don't think much schoolwork got done yesterday, but that's fine. So what I did today is I just started up and I went back. My kids' teachers don't use Google Classroom. They use Seesaw and Slides and all. Well, they use Google Classroom a little bit, but we just went through each child and just made a list. Okay, it's Thursday. What have you not gotten done for the entire week? Let's go and just make sure that Thursday and Friday that you catch up. There are some things that we're just not doing in our family. Every week, we get wonderful lists from our specials teachers of all the different things that our kids could be doing for media and gym class and art and music. Most of the time, I can't bring myself to do those things, but they can be helpful. So this week, our lovely art teacher sent an assignment home that I know my older two kids had done about painting a chameleon. So we didn't paint a chameleon, but my youngest wanted to work with clay, and he ended up making a chameleon out of clay, and I made a skateboard, and he put the chameleon on the skateboard and thought it was hilarious. So we just kind of used it as a springboard for something else to do during his time that he wanted to kind of play and be creative. Just be compassionate with yourself. I think more of us need to treat ourselves like we would treat our best friend, and speak to ourselves like we would speak to our best friend. I don't think most of us would look at our best friend on a day when he or she was struggling with kids at home and trying to work, and there's a pandemic and everyone is scared and some people have lost loved ones and we're sick and there's so much going on, and say, you know what, you really should have done better with your kids at school today. You really should have gotten that math done. Why can't you remember how to divide fractions 40 years later? Why can't you remember how to do that? You should be able to do those things. We would give our friends grace, and we need to give ourselves grace. So sometimes the schedule goes out the window. Sometimes that new learning goes out the window. We are not teachers. This is not homeschool. We are not fully responsible for all of this. Things will also look different in the fall. We'll go from there, but for right now, we're trying to make it through. We're all doing the very best that we can, and sometimes the best that we can is completely canceling school for the day and going for a walk, or just sitting down and playing a game, or letting everyone just do what they need to do for the day. And that's okay. It's not going to hurt anybody. Your kids will be fine, and you all will probably be happier. And talk to them about it. We've talked about feelings. We've talked about how some days are hard and some days are good and some days are just too sunny to be sitting inside, and that's okay.